started, and we are underway in Southern California. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 70, Indy.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Give him 14 yards there on a Denver first down. Throwing on first down. Hancock. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
Ready? 125. Check back 47. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Green, Timothy. Deuce. Check. 61. Match box. Let him go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Able to push his way through. And he's got some space here. A second broken tackle. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. 73 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. The intended receiver there, Allen. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Check 53 is mine. Here we go.
Following the interception, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Chubb running right. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, Pete. Big series right here.
From the gun, Hancock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. The Broncos send out their punter now. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Ready. Flag 25 behind. Come off the ball. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 5-0. Check 50.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Winston. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston getting this into the hands of Turner. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Check 24. Check 24. Shit. Hey, let's get a conversion. Watch safety creeping.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Badgley's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's Lindsey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Hancock. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hancock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to throw. Hancock got a man open. It's Sutton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They're going with Lindsey. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Screen, triple T.
Throwing. Winston. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike, Tommy, white 25. We ain't giving up nothing today. Let's go.
First down, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll throw again. Winston.
Let's go, defense.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ready? Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. They're going to need some therapy after this. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep.
On play action, Winston. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
They go with Chubb on second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now 3rd and 5.
Ready, Black, 22, Mike 47. You ain't got nothing. Flip it.
To throw, Winston. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
To throw is Winston. Allen's got it complete. 16 yards is the pickup there at a first down for L.A.
think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Winston now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Joker.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 15 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go again with Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Fielded at the 20. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Switch it. Flip it. 5-0. Henry. 53. Check 53.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
5-0. Kill.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Breaks a tackle.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And the drive starts with a completion left side and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Another run by Lindsey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off play action. Hancock. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun. Hancock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Charger drive about to get going. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe You've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now Winston. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hancock. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Hancock over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Screen pass to Lindsey. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Hancock. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
What we got? They'll
run here with Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll try and run. Freeman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game ball,